Hello, this is Chuck. I'm here in Maribour, Slovenia, attending a conference on the European Capital of Youth, and I had some office hours, and I'd just like to introduce you to some of the students, and so you can say your name and say hi or anything else you want to say about the class.
Hello, my name is Alexandra. I'm a student here at this Faculty of Economics and Business. So I've just finished taking the Internet History, Technology and Security classes. It was very fun and educational at the same time. So it was my first course on Coursera, and it was a great beginning, and I recommend it to all of my fellow students.
Tell me a little bit about your current education level.
Now I'm master degree, studying at this faculty, like I said, and my major is management informatics and electronic business, e-commerce.
Okay.
Hi, so I'm Daurin. American-speaking, English-speaking friends usually call me Dave. I took this IHTS class already 2 years ago when it was up for the first time. I really loved it, and I'm really happy that I had the chance to meet the professor.
So talk a little bit about your education. What was your undergraduate degree and what's your graduate degree?
I finished my master's as an IT engineer in computer science, and then I continued studying as a parallel student of e-business. So I think those two fields really go hand in hand really well.
Talk a little bit about your Stanford database class. What you took it and why you took your Stanford database class.
Yeah, I enrolled to Stanford's Introduction to Databases almost 3 years ago, because I wanted to check my knowledge, how well I understood the topics which I learned here in Slovenia. So I wanted to check if my knowledge is compliant with the one taught at Stanford, and I was happy that it is.
So you've been doing MOOCs for quite some time.
Yeah.
What will you do in the next few years? What do you expect of MOOCs? What are you looking for from MOOCs?
I think MOOCs will evolve. There will be more and more courses. Only the best courses will remain, and I think there might be some improvements regarding peer assessment, which is a way of testing knowledge of students who take classes on these MOOC platforms. I believe that they will gain popularity because people elsewhere than in America still maybe many of them still haven't heard for MOOCs. So I'm also convinced that after today's event here in Maribour, we will have plenty more students who will look up MOOCs online. I
think that's a really good point, that we all have heard about MOOCs for 3 years, but there's lots of people who haven't even heard about them.
True. Exactly.
Do you have any more thoughts on it that we were talking about? Like, what do you think the future of this is going to be? Either for yourself or for MOOCs in general?
Yeah, I will definitely take more courses. I got hooked up Coursera and most in general. Let's say I already started with my second course, so I think it will become more popular, especially in the Balkan countries, because I personally I find about it more and more every day, and I recommend it around to my colleagues, and I think it will definitely evolve in a good way.
How long do you think you will be? Do you think you're going to do this like your whole life? Do you think you'll throughout your career you'll be doing MOOCs?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah.
Okay.
I hope I will have enough time.
Yeah. Okay, so there you have it. Kind of an extended office hour / interview from Maribour, Slovenia.